Hi guys, welcome to Game Time for Mommy. So today I'm gonna play a Killer Sudoku puzzle. I'm using this app called Puzzle Page, and we're gonna do a pretty simple one. I think some of you might be familiar with Killer Sudoku, but what happens here is that it's very similar to a normal Sudoku puzzle, but you don't have any numbers in the boxes already, as you can see here. I'm just going to unlock this so you guys can see, and I'm going to go with the standard. There are easier ways to play this by spending some of my coins. I've accumulated quite a few coins. This is one of the games that I can play without having any interruptions in gameplay. I can always pause and come back to my puzzle if my baby needs changing, anything like that. This is an easy game to come back to. So this Sudoku is quite simple. There are empty boxes in each section. So each box indicates what numbers it adds up to. So if you're familiar with the Kakuro puzzle, it's like a combination between a Kakuro and a Sudoku, right? So for example, you have 4 here, and at the bottom you see all the possible numbers I can have here. So typically Sudoku will have numbers from 1 to 9. And since I'm introducing you guys to this, I'm just gonna go with the easier version. There's an even easier version where there are only 4 numbers, but I thought that would be kind of boring. So I'm going with this 1 to 6 Killer Sudoku. So it only fills up to 1 to 6. And instead of the square boxes, you need 3 by 3 for a 9 square box. You have 6 numbers here. So you can see the slightly darker lines here define where the 6 numbers need to go. So this would, 4. What are the 2 numbers that add up to 4 without repeating themselves? That's 1 and 3. All of the numbers can add up to 7. So you typically don't fill this up. And a lot of people play Killer Sudoku without elimination. I like to do it the way of elimination because I have this app to play with it. Why not? So this is gonna add up to 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now again, this box of 6 can only have 1 and 3 repeated once. So we're gonna remove 1 and 3. 1, if you remove 1 here, you remove 6 here. If you remove 1 here, you remove 6 here. You remove 3 here, that means you remove 4 here, and again 3 here, that means 4 here. So we're only left with 2 and 5. And what are the remaining numbers? Let's see. 1 2 3, so 4 is left and 6 is left, right? Yeah. That adds up to 10, so this has to be a 1. Now, one simple rule for Killer Sudoku is that you have to have 1 2 3 4 5 6 in each of these, right? And 1 2 3 4 adds up to 10, and 5 or 6 11. So each of these boxes adds up to a total of 21. So we already know this adds up to 17, so 18, and 3 is 21. So 21 minus 14 is 7. So this adds up to 7, which is like every number there is, right? So that doesn't exactly help me. But what does help me is because I have these 1 and 3s waiting here, I can eliminate this. But because 1 isn't here, 6 can't be here. 3 isn't here, that means 4 can't be here, right? And in this case, 2 can't be here, which means 5 can't be here. And 5 can't be here, which means 2 can't be here, right? So this is the possibility. Now we already know that this adds up to 7, right? So 7 plus 17, well no, it's 7 plus 14, right? Because 3 is already here, which is 21. So 13 minus 7 tells us what's going to be in this box, which is 6. So that means this has to be 4. And the game is eliminating all other possibilities for me. That means 1 is here. That's pretty straightforward. The only numbers here left are now 4 and 6 for this column. And for this column we have 1, which means 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 and 5 go here for this column. And 1, 2, and 5 again. There's a very nice pattern emerging. So 1, 3. Combos 2, 5, and 4, 6, right? And so we basically solved this half. Now, how we're going to know what fits here is through these guys. We've eliminated 6 here because of this. That means 1 can't be here. And we know that 10 is usually made up of 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have something easier to go with, right? So 21 minus 10 is 11, minus 6 is 5. So this has to be 5. Because this is 5, this has to be 2, and the only number left for this is 1. And the only number left for this is 5. So that's how we've solved this, just by solving this row. So 2, 3, 4, right? These have to be 2, 3, 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4 add up to 10. So this is going to get solved once we, help these guys out. When we have a Killer Sudoku with a maximum of 6 numbers, the possibilities for 9 really reduce. So typically you would have 1 to 8, right, in a 9 box. Now we only have 6 plus 3 and 5 plus 4, right, because there is no 7 to add to 2. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. And it's similar for the 8. So you can only have 2 plus 6 and 5 plus 3. 2 plus 6 and 5 plus 3. So let's get rid of the 2 plus 6 combo because we already have 6 here. So that means only 5, 3 can be here. So in this particular column, we can eliminate 5 and 3. So 3 is gone here, and 5 and 3 is gone here. Now because 5 is gone here, that means 2 is gone here. Because 3 is gone here, that means 4 is gone here. And 5 was eliminated here already, so this 2 is gone as well. So the options for this box have drastically reduced, right? Now we have this, right? This is easy because one of them is already solved. So 8 minus 5 is 3, so the only possibilities for 3 are 1, 2 and 1, 2. Oops, 1, 2. Because 1 and 2 have to be here, 2 cannot be here, so this has to be 5, and this makes this 2. Again, we can come back to this box. 7 plus 9 is 16, so what's left is 5 for this to add up to 21. That means 5 can't be here, so this has to be 3, and this has to be 2. That leaves 5 here. That's already the game has eliminated 6 for us. 1 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 3 here, and then now it's just filling in the blanks, more or less, because I had already filled in all of the possibilities, right? So this can only be 4 or 6. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 here, so this has to be 6, this has to be 4, this has to be 6. Only one left is 3, and we have solved our puzzle.